Back at Southport Fieldhouse for a final time this evening, not this segment, as in this upcoming game, and what a way to end it. Number 1 versus number 2. Cathedral, the defending 4A champs. Number 2, Ben Davis, the team they beat in the regional final here a year ago in March. Greg Rakestraw, Mike Broughton with you on the ISC Sports Network and MyIndy TV 23. Tonight's game presented in part by FORUM Credit Union, helping people live their financial dreams for over 80 years. Innovative products and services. Visit online, forumcu.com. By Franciscan Sports Medicine. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more. By GXO Logistics. We engineer faster, smarter, leaner supply chains. Learn more at gxo.com. By Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually prove that real game changers wear blue. By Marian University. Come to Marian, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find what you're made of. By Wabash College. Visit Wabash College today at wabash.edu. By Warner Financial, from investments and planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy, Warner Financial does it all. And by WGU Indiana. WGU is the University of you. The man that called this facility home for a couple of years as the All-Star Game Director for Team Indiana, Mike Broughton, joins me. Had a game off to watch Zionsville and Penn. Your thoughts on what you saw in game number 5 as a spectator?
Man, that was a fantastic game. Coach Rhodes, I just told him, I said, hey, that's nice giving up 21 to start with, so you're behind 21 just to show them you can come back, but quite a performance by Burke.
Well, now you've got number 1 versus number 2, Cathedral, the defending 4A champ. The 2 starters that aren't back for them played for your team in June in terms of Tayshawn Comer and Jackson Edwards, but they've got 2, maybe 3 potential All-Stars this year in Xavier Booker, Jake Davis, Jerron Tibbs. Your thoughts about what Jason Delaney has returning for this season?
Well, I just don't believe on December 10th there's very many teams that can beat them in the state. But one of the teams I think can beat them, they're playing tonight. And I think Ben Davis can line up with them, and they can play them toe-to-toe. But it's not going to be where somebody runs off and scores 40 in this game. It's going to be physical.
Ben Davis returns all 5 starters from last year's sectional champs. Zane Dowdy would be the likely all-star from their group that's going to play at Valparaiso. What impresses you about Don Carlisle's squad?
Well, I mean, Dowdy, I think, is a key guy because I think him and Sharp's got to handle the ball. He's got to protect it against Cathedral's pressure. And then somebody's got to get in there and rebound because Tibbs and Booker and them are coming hard to the basket.
Marian University asks us to do a trivia question on their behalf at the beginning of the broadcast, and I will cater this to the skill set and knowledge of my partner. Mike, where do the Indiana All-Stars hold their workouts every summer before they go play against Team Kentucky and then host the game here in Indianapolis?
I write them a big check, Marian University.
That'd be the PE Center in Johns Grind Court at Marian University. Log on to find out more at marian.edu. We'll take this quick timeout. When we come back, tease the game. Starting lineups and opening tip-off of our finale of the FORUM Tipoff Classic. Number 1 versus number 2. Ben Davis versus Cathedral. It's yours next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Some say you have to choose between reaching for Mars or harnessing more energy from a star. Going faster than the speed of sound versus bringing clean water from out of the ground. We say, why not both? The choice, then, is Marian University's Whitaker School of Engineering. Discover success with purpose. Learn more at marian.edu/engineering.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com. Ball here. Harris scores. taken. And an and one. Starting lineups being introduced as we speak. We'll get those to you in a matter of moments. First, our keys to the game brought to us by our friends at GXO Logistics. Again, the good folks at GXO Logistics, engineering faster, smarter, leaner supply chains. Learn more at gxo.com. Mike, who's going to control tempo in this game?
Well, I think Cathedral leading the state in scoring at 81 points. Ben Davis has got to control it defensively and be able to rebound the ball. The big runs, you got to keep Cathedral out of the 12 in a row, 14 in a row. And which stars shine? Is it going to be the Ben Davis kid like Sharp, or is it going to be the big kid in the inside, or is Booker going to decide to get after it today? And then, of course, Tibbs, he's just really good.
With that, let's get to our starting lineups. They are presented by Franciscan Sports Medicine. If joint or muscle pain has you on the sideline, Franciscan Health orthopedic and sports medicine specialists get in the huddle to help you find the right game plan. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information. Now, quick change. Kamari Slaughter's going to come off the bench. He is the transfer from Portage. LeBron Goff will be the starter. But again, Davis, Tibbs, Booker, all back from last year. And basically, Sincere Germany was started for any other team in the state last year. For Don Carlisle's squad, again, his starting five returns intact. Zane Dowdy going to play at Valparaiso. Clay Butler, Sean Arnold going to play at the Division II level. I think Sharp is a Division I level player who is yet to commit. And KJ Wyndham, he's a D1 level shooter. He's a junior. Other four of that group are seniors for Don Carlisle, who last year was a member of the silver anniversary team for the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. And Courtney James off his right shoulder. Of course, Courtney, a fantastic player at BD in his own right as well. Final thoughts, Coach, for this one goes live.
Oh, this is like a Christmas present, man. This is going to be great. I hope people really enjoy the game. It's two of the best teams in Indiana. We'll see what they can do, and I guess maybe we'll find that out later in March as well.
Again, these two teams usually play every year in February. They agreed to move their game to tonight to kind of be the showcase of this event. They played last March in the regional final. Because of how the regional and semi-state rounds are being done differently, they would not meet until the semi-state round if they win their sectional, if they win their regional. First things first, they play tonight, and it's yours on ISC and MyIndy TV 23 as part of the FORUM Tipoff Classic. Clay Butler, he'll play at Lincoln University next year, Division II in Jefferson City, Missouri. This is Sean Arnold. Arnold is kind of the glue guy for this squad, and Dowdy going to attack Booker immediately. Can't score it, can't get the tip in, and eventually LeBron Goff will track it down. But his pass tipped away and taken away. First Cathedral turnover. Butler corner three, airmails it, but there's Sean Arnold. Dowdy, second time's the charm, and Zane Dowdy gets the first bucket of the game.
He's already got 4 rebounds, and it's only 50 seconds old.
You can see why he is averaging a double-double on the year. He had 15-11 last night in the 64-47 victory over Franklin Central. Davis turns down the corner three. Looks like Arnold's going to have the responsibility of tracking that. Booker fires a three, no good, and that'll be out of bounds to Ben Davis.
Well, right now, Ben Davis, that was one of the best possessions on defense I've seen them play in the last couple years. I mean, they were really getting after it against Cathedral.
Here's Sheridan Sharp. Sharp 11 points, 7 assists, and 4 steals in last night's win against the Flashes. We've had Ben Davis now 3 times so far this year. Had both their games last weekend. And wins against Pike and then Kokomo. Arnold a 3-0 and Tibbs the rebound, but again, the outlet pass is taken away. 3 in the corner for KJ Wyndham. Got it. And when he makes his first one, look out.
Yeah, Wyndham can shoot it. He's always been able to shoot it, and they're really getting after him as far as Sharp and Tibbs. It's a good matchup there on offense, defense on the Cathedral end.
And again, let's point out that these two teams go in different directions when it comes to the city or county tournament. Cathedral part of the city, Ben Davis part of the county. They were the runners-up in the county tournament a year ago. Drive by Sincere Germany is good. 9 points, 2 rebounds a game for the 6-foot senior. The spin by Dowdy, Booker the block, and Davis the rebound.
That's a nice move by Dowdy, but Booker's arms are long.
Trailer three turned down by Davis. Instead, Sincere Germany misses everything. That's rare. Sincere now 6 of 10 from three-point range this season. The big in Dowdy always runs the floor. Sharp finds him, and Dowdy's got 4.
Nice play by Sharp that time, setting up that play for an easy basket.
Butler with the hand check, and he whistled for the first foul of the game. Clay Butler averaging 9 points a contest.
Now that's something Cathedral, like we talked about last year, they're the hunted, and so everybody's going to give them their best shot. And right now, Ben Davis, you don't know if they can hold on to the defensive pressure they're in right now, but so far, man, I mean, they're everywhere. It looks like there's 7 of them out there playing.
Mark Zachary will check in. Zachary, the 6-foot sophomore, 5.5 points a game. Young man that in a couple of years will have a decision to make whether he's playing football or basketball at the Division I level. Davis, drive and dish. Booker flares for 3. That does not go, but LeBron Goff had it. Couldn't hang on to it. Dowdy got inadvertently poked in the eye. We play on. Wyndham, Dowdy, his vision's fine. Timeout called by Cathedral. It is a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. This 30-second timeout presented by Wabash College, home of the nation's #1 ranked alumni network and 3rd ranked internship program. 2 great reasons to consider a campus visit. When you visit, you learn that Wabash is also nationally ranked for the excellence in accessibility of its faculty, classroom experience, and its athletic facilities. Make an appointment to visit Wabash today at 765-361-6100 or by logging on to wabash.edu. Mike, your thoughts on what we've seen so far from the Giants?
Well, I think they've just played so well defensively. They're getting good shots on offense, and then Dowdy, he's just gone crazy. 4 or 5 rebounds on. Some of them are missed layups, but he's finishing things. He's getting it up there the 2nd or 3rd time, and he's run the floor, and he's beat Booker down the floor for easy layups.
And Zane, we have chronicled his story a lot the last couple of years. Was kind of young to basketball. Didn't start playing until he was really in middle school. Drive and dish, and Booker. Xavier Booker with the flush.
See, Tibbs hadn't touched the ball much. Now there he touched the ball. Good things are going to happen if Tibbs gets the basketball.
Zachary, Sharp, Dowdy, Arnold, and Wyndham, the 5 on the floor for Ben Davis. Zachary will pull for the 3. That does not go, and Booker corrals the rebound. Davis going to play at Mercer for Greg Gary next year. Ball tipped away by Sharp. It'll be Cathedral basketball.
I think Davis is the king of the charging foul. I don't know how many he's got this year, but he takes more charging fouls than any guy I've ever seen.
He did not get one last Saturday, so he is unofficially 3 away from the state record in terms of charges taken in his career.
That's fantastic. I'll tell you, it's hard to take him.
Butler just a little bit late, and unfortunately Clay just checked right back in and is going to pick up his 2nd foul. And so with that, Clay Butler's reappearance in the game is brief. And Zachary will come right back in for him. Cathedral will probably play 8 in tonight's game. If you're in uniform for Ben Davis, you might play. That is how good their roster is 1 through 12. That time stuck in a bad way. Great hustle by Sharp. And Germany has had to get rid of that basketball. He was going into the basket support. That is the 2nd Cathedral turnover. Dowdy on the low block. Turns and again, I think he's going to throw on the board to go get it. Couldn't track it down. Germany comes out of there with it. Sharp blocked it and pinned it to the backboard. That's a legal play. Out of bounds, Cathedral.
I'm just glad they didn't call it because he is way up there, Sharp. And I'm kind of good to play on in the parking lot or in the park. They just play on. So good play by Sharp.
And Cathedral throws it away. That is 3 turnovers for the Irish, and that is one thing that is noticeable this year. And again, you lose a kid like Tayshawn Comer, you're not going to find a player like him. Cathedral so far, despite their offensive prowess, they're averaging 4 turnovers a game. Or 16 turnovers a game, I should say. They've got 3 already.
I still think Cathedral's got to do a better job of getting Tibbs the ball. He's not touching the ball much so far.
Does not have a point yet after having 33 last week in the victory against Centerville of Ohio. Wyndham 3, yes. He's made 2 quick ones.
No, he's their best shooter, and they're getting them the ball over screens. Did a good job getting it over. And there's Sharp, best defensive player for Ben Davis, plays the best guy every game. He's guarding Tibbs, giving up some size, but he's not giving up any jumping ability after that block.
So Sharp picks up the foul, his first. Davis. Here's a look for Tibbs. Davis, 3 in the corner. Got it. Jake Davis, both he and Xavier Booker had rare down nights last Saturday night. Davis hits his first look from the corner. He is a 41% three-point shooter on the season. Cathedral with victories so far this year against Brebeuf, Jeffersonville, Fort Wayne Northside, and Centerville of Ohio. That Centerville team featuring soon-to-be Indiana Hoosier Gabe Cupps. Sharp with Booker guarding him. Finds Dowdy. True point guard right there.
Nice play by Sharp. That's his second easy assist for Ben Davis.
Make it 14-7 now. Tibbs gets loose and got it to go.
Well, I think Sharp's done a good job. That time he got beat baseline, but Sharp's able to stay in front of Tibbs because the quickness is about the same.
Bring in Tibbs. Going to play football at Purdue. At least that was the plan. We'll see if the Jeff Brom news changes that at all. We can have that conversation down the road. He's going to be a football or basketball player at the Division I level, the major college level. Only question is where and what sport. Sharp knocked away by Tibbs. It'll be out of bounds to Ben Davis.
Nice play by Sharp there. He got isolated on Tibbs, trying to feel him out, see if he could take him to the basket. Could have been a foul. Nice play.
And again, there's going to be some contact allowed to happen tonight. These two teams will be allowed to get after it. Dowdy got Booker in the air and one. And how about Zane Dowdy? He's got 10 of the first 16 for Ben Davis.
Let's say this, he's into the game. He's just physical. He made a couple plays on the junior all-star team. There was 3 Kentucky guys go up, and he was there, and he'd come out with the ball just about every time. He's just an aggressive young man.
I think he is a steal for Valparaiso. One thing he's got to work on is his free. Not a great free throw shooter. That's a work in progress.
I don't think they're going to be recruiting him. They're going to recruit him to get the rebound, and he gets a lot of them.
Tibbs. Offensive foul. Yep, led with his arm. That quickness of Sharp on display. That is the 4th Irish turnover. Take a look here. The camera work of Rob Lynch across the way.
Tibbs pushed off.
And Ben Davis gave it right back. Zachary, I think the ball was coming to him. Germany poked free by Arnold. Irish trying to find terra firma right now.
They move Booker inside. He's not inside much, but he's inside right now.
Davis, good look. Goff, extra pass, good decision. Tibbs the bucket.
You know, Goff and Sharp, they're worth their weight in gold if they make the good passes, don't turn the thing over, because you got guys that can score it. You need guys that can distribute it.
Kamari Slaughter will check in at the next dead ball for the Irish. Again, the transfer from Portage. He was averaging 12 points a game. Wyndham again. Wyndham again. His 3rd made 3. All of the offense have come from Dowdy and Wyndham so far.
He keeps getting farther out, and they're still going in.
Like I said earlier, if he makes the first one, look out. They tend to come in bunches. Wyndham really sitting on that left side of Germany. Tibbs blocked by Dowdy. Giants flying down the floor. Wyndham one more time. A dozen for KJ Wyndham. 4th 3 of the quarter.
But that was a sharp pass that time to him, wide open.
Tibbs off the side of the backboard. Zachary behind the defense and then lost the handle. There was some contact there, but it was after the ball was out of his possession.
Well, he had Sharp behind him. I don't know if he saw him. I don't know if Sharp said anything, but he could have kicked it for an easy layup. But again, it was late contact, and he'd already lost the ball out of bounds.
LeBron Goff will have a seat as Slaughter comes in to replace him.
I'm kind of like tonight, play on.
Yep.
Play on. Let these kids play. Let them figure out who's 1 and 2.
And this is a great officiating crew. They're going to do exactly that. See if the Irish hold for a final look of this one. Booker poked away by Dowdy. Slaughter forget the last look. He'll take the open look. Sharp rips it away. Clock is on your screen. Leaves it for Wyndham. From the opposite side.
Oh, my goodness.
The same results.
Oh, 5 in a row.
5 3-pointers for KJ Wyndham. Giants lead by 14. I'm not sure the roof is going to stay on this old lady much longer. Ben Davis in control early. Back after this on ISC. Let's look at his 3-point barrage on the way out the door. The FORUM Tipoff Classic.
Hi, my name is Jason Werner of Werner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Werner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
McCully in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is
God,
good.
there you
go.
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
Wrestler! Whoa! Ben Davis takes a 2-touchdown lead against Cathedral for the second quarter. Tonight's game presented in part by GXO Logistics. Unlock your potential career with a career at GXO Logistics. Visit gxo.job/Indiana today. And alongside All-Star Game Director Mike Broughton, Greg Rakestraw with you. 25-11. Davis draws the foul. Heady play by Davis. KJ Wyndham, he of the 5 first quarter 3-pointers, commits the foul, and Davis will shoot 2.
Davis can do more of that because his body is built like a linebacker. He can back just about anybody of Ben Davis except Dowdy to the basket. He needs to do more of that.
And Jake connects on the free throw line. So Davis connects again. So he's got 5, first 2 free throws for the Irish. Well, we saw a 20-point comeback in the previous game. If there's a team capable of matching that, Cathedral would be that team. Sharp, the deep 3, not that time, but ball finds Dowdy. Dowdy blocked by Booker. Think about Dowdy, he will keep attacking even if it goes the opposite direction. He kind of has one speed. Deflected by Sharp. Davis again on the attack. Spins and got it off the window to go.
Good move by Davis. You know, last year he was second or third fiddle last year. This year he's got to take more of that control offensively, and him and Tibbs got to get the job done this year.
It's almost on any given night. He, Tibbs, or Booker kind of take over depending on the matchup. Hold's going to be called against Sincere Germany away from the ball.
Well, Davis has always been skilled enough to do it, but sometimes he sits back, and I guess with the team they had last year, it's okay to sit back. But he's a 20-point-a-game scorer if he decides to get after it like he did these last couple plays.
There were some that questioned whether he was a Division I recruit. In my mind, there was never a question. He's a Division I level player. He's too big and he can shoot it, and he also is unselfish, and I like the charging foul thing, and I think a lot of college coaches would like it too. Turnover by Ben Davis and Wyndham. Kind of got his hand caught in the cookie jar, and now that's his second foul. So Butler's already sitting with 2 for Ben Davis, and I can literally see the wheels in Don Carlisle's head going. And Clay Butler's going to come in next dead ball to replace Wyndham. Germany for 3, not that time. And Wyndham with the rebound. And Mark White is in there for Ben Davis, wearing number 1. Averages 5 points a game. He's a junior.
Ben Davis needs some patience here. They've had a good run, but they don't want Cathedral to get going, and they need a little more patience, just like they're doing right now. Pull it back out make Cathedral guard you a little bit.
And again, you know this because of coaching in both the high school and the college level. Ben Davis sometimes will play a slower tempo than others expect. As Dowdy got tied up by Tibbs, the arrow will keep it here. But again, because of Don Carlisle's pro and college background, having coached at IUPU, having played overseas, in other words, they're going to run their sets. And sometimes that takes time, and it kind of slows the tempo of the game.
And I think that's good right here because everything's gone their way so far. But you know with Cathedral, it's going to turn sooner or later.
Jesse Ferris checks in. 6'6" senior, 2.5 points a contest. 7 points and 5 rebounds last night. He is the guy that normally spells Dowdy for a handful of minutes during the course of the game.
And I'm a little surprised they didn't take Wyndham out, at least for a breather, because if he gets his third, that's trouble because he's the best shooter. But he's in there with 2.
Sharp on the drive. Booker the rebound. Let's see if they get the ball to Booker without Dowdy in the game almost immediately. Block by Butler. It's a great look by Tibbs. Better recovery by BD. Butler in the lane. Missed it. Late whistle, but a foul. And I think both officials kind of looked at the other one, thought they were going to call it, and then they eventually said, nope, let's call this one. As Butler got hit, and he'll shoot 2.
I hate saying the same thing, but Sharp set that play up by an extra bounce, looked at people cutting, got the ball right to the guy to go to the basket, and so Sharp's done a great job passing the basketball here in the first quarter and a half. He's as much of a key to it as anybody else because he sets the guys up.
So Clay Butler misses from the free throw line. Tonight's game presented in part by Indiana State University. Graduating outstanding Sycamores since 1865. Real risk takers, real achievers, and real game changers wear blue. Find out more at indstate.edu.
Well, Wyndham was a 45% three-point shooter, 42 to 45, and this Butler was 50. He hadn't shot as many, and maybe Butler can hit some key shots because I think one of the Achilles heels for Ben Davis is they're shooting the ball from the perimeter sometimes is not very good. But it'll be interesting how Ben Davis plays right now without Dowdy in the game because he's the guy that goes and gets the ball.
Well, Cathedral will take this chance to get Booker some minutes on the bench as well. So Zach Meeks coming to replace him, 6'7". Slaughter on the attack immediately and scores it. Kamari Slaughter, last time that we saw the Irish, he had 13 in that winning at Centerville last Saturday. Also in for Cathedral is Derek Kennedy, who got some minutes last year as a freshman. Sharp got stuck in the wrong spot. White stepped to the baseline trying to save it, and Ben Davis turns it over.
That time Sharp was a little, maybe should have been a little more selfish. He had the jump stop at about 5 feet, and he elected to drive it. That's a tough pass along that baseline.
25-17. Dowdy will check back in, next dead ball. Davis gets going down the lane. Couldn't finish. Great rebound by Mark White. Both teams going a bit smaller. And of course, by a bit, they're still 6'6", 6'7", and 6'8" on the floor. Extra pass, Mark White for 3. Got it. Well done. Give Butler the assist.
Nice shot by White. Wide open, feet set, ready to go.
Turnover by Cathedral. Sharp got the foul from Tibbs. 2 free throws coming up for Sheridan Sharp.
Well, Sharp's the unsung hero so far because he's passed the ball so well. So far, I believe he's had 6 assists, and they have 28 points, so he's done a great job passing the basketball.
Tonight's game presented in part by Warner Financial. The firm utilizes customized investment solutions to meet your financial goals. From investments in planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy, Warner Financial does it all. Call today 317-735-9202 to learn more about how you can secure your financial future. Their office is literally located just down the street from Southport Fieldhouse. Only negative for Ben Davis, coach, is they're leaving points at the line. They are 0 of 4 so far.
Yeah, they're not setting the world on fire on free throws, and if you play in the tournament and you're going to go very far, you got to make them when you get a chance because usually there's not many of them, and they're free and they're wide open.
If Sharp makes it, actually he'll check out, and he does. So Ben Davis will kind of go double bigs here with Ferris and Dowdy in the game. Sharp will have a breather, and Butler will kind of take over that point guard role. Let's also continue to note that Wyndham still plays with 2 fouls for BD.
Yeah, I think if I was coaching, if I was Carlisle tonight, I think Sharp and Dowdy, they get about 28 minutes. They're not going to sit out a whole lot.
Tibbs is runner no, but White with the foul. So Jerron Tibbs to the free throw line, where he will get 2.
Tibbs is so strong, especially if you let him go right, to go in there. Very few high school kids are, 1, going to be able to block it, and 2, probably going to foul him, and he's going to finish.
Tibbs 9 of 13 from the free throw line this season. First, he was part of the semi-state level football team at Cathedral, playing in the 6A realm this year. He missed their season opener, didn't have the requisite 5 practices. Didn't exactly miss them against Fort Wayne Northside, a game they won by 40+. Made his season debut against Jeffersonville over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. 3 for Ferris in the corner, does not go. And the rebound corralled by Xavier Booker, and Booker will bring the ball to the front court. Of course, Xavier going to play at Michigan State. Davis goes into Ferris, gets contact, and gets the bucket. Well, again, like I said, this Cathedral group is so talented and so experienced that they can almost kind of take shifts. All right, it's your turn to kind of lead the pace, and Davis is doing that here in the quarter.
You know, Davis has played very well tonight because he shot good shots on pretty much on balance, and he's physical, and you know he can hit the 3, so he's going to drive people up next to him so he can drive around him. He didn't drive much last year. He's done more of it today than I've seen. Davis
connects. He's got 10. Again, last Saturday he did not have a field goal, made just 2 free throws. 7-point lead still, though, for BD. It was 14 at the start of the quarter. They have scored just 4 points in the second quarter. They were on a torrid pace to begin this game.
Slaughter's done a great job guarding Wendell because he's so physical and he's not getting open.
Almost a 5-second call, almost an over and back violation, and now a timeout given to Don Carlisle. Full timeout, we'll take it with him. 3:18 to play here in quarter number 2. Giants lead by 7 at the FORUM Tipoff Classic on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Wabash men are leaders. In this environment, self-governance is a way of life. Students develop strong leadership skills in classes and labs, on the field and stage, and in clubs and organizations. These men are prepared to take on campus and the world beyond. 1 in 10 of our graduates hold high leadership positions. Presidents, owners, founders, you name it. When you want to lead, you go to a leading school. Come to Wabash. Lead more.
That last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Timeout taken there by Ben Davis. What'd you see, Coach, that caused Don to call that timeout?
Well, I just think they've got rattled a little bit. They don't have Sharp in the game passing the ball, and it's just out of kilter right now offensively. They got to get back to their sets, and, you know, they got to have more patience. Have more patience.
Sean Arnold will check in next, dead ball for BD.
You got Wyndham off all these screens. Slaughter's got to get through a lot of screens if you have patience. He's hit 5 in a row.
There's a deep look for Wyndham, but again moved him off his spot, but that line drive finds Dowdy, just trying to create some space. And again, half the time on Zane's shots, and then he's thinking, all right, I have a better chance from this side. Let me go get it off the window. Ferris misses it, and that rhythm right now is gone for BD on offense.
Well, Cathedral's pushed them, like you said, off their spots. They're shooting that ball from an extra 4 or 5 feet than they were early in the game.
Slaughter drives, and Wyndham with 2 fouls. Couldn't do much. It's going to be a good bucket anyway. In other words, it's ruled that Dowdy interfered with it after it hit the window. So goaltending gives Slaughter the bucket. Take a look right here.
Yeah. Slaughter is really strong. I've not seen him play till this game, and he's big and strong going to the goal. He's physical, and I don't know. He's a load as he gets inside there.
You noted the absence of Sheridan Sharp. He is now back into the game for Ben Davis.
I think that's a good idea. He's got to take care and get him in rhythm, try to help get somebody an easy shot because he's helped Dowdy and, well, really the whole team get easy shots.
Starting five is back together for Ben Davis. Butler, three, over the outstretched arms of Xavier Booker. Clay Butler had just 3 points last night. He's got 3 tonight, and the lead is back to 8, and immediately a turnover committed by the Irish.
Well, I tell you, that's an Achilles heel because, like you said, they're missing their guards from a year ago, and they're really out of sort, Cathedral. Don't really have a true point guard. I don't know. I guess Goff's the guy, but he's not the guys they had for 4 years than the previous.
Saw Jason Laney on the sidelines. Of course, this gym was his home for many years as the head coach at Southport. Also Anderson Highland, Waldron, where he won a 1A state championship. Step back three, Butler. Again, he's a more than capable three-point shooter as well. 3 different players have made threes. In fact, as a team, Ben Davis has made 8 threes tonight. Sharp gets the steal, has Butler. Butler lays it in, and it's back to a 13-point game.
Great pass by Sharp again. I've said it over and over, about 7 assists. Then he takes a charge at the other end. He's playing great tonight. Man, I love watching guys like this play.
That is unofficially 8 Cathedral turnovers, and you referenced LeBron Goff. He's going to come back in. Slaughter gets whistled for that foul. It'll be his first. Tibbs will get a breather now for the Irish.
You look at Sharp, and I don't know if he's even scored tonight, but he's had the biggest, the biggest power as far as dictating tempo and everything else. He's controlled the game just from the point guard spot, and I don't even know if he scored. That's what's great about basketball.
Wyndham, nice feed. Good connectivity between these Ben Davis 5. Wyndham misses, and Booker secures the rebound. Booker trying to lead the break, and I'm not sure that's the best idea. He and Arnold get tied up. It will remain Cathedral basketball.
I think that's a bad idea.
You said it a little more bluntly than I did.
Yeah, 6'11", you need to kind of get it out and get it on down there and let the guards, let the smaller players do that work, and you do the work on the other end. But, you know, Zane's done a great job on Booker so far. Booker hasn't really been much of a factor in this game.
While little perspiration's being picked up on the floor, you can use that perspiration to make your jump shot better at the Hoosier Shooting Academy when you combine cutting-edge technology with old-school work ethic. Go see Paul at 465 in Brookville Road, not far from here on the southeast side, and always available online at HoosierShooting.net. Closing minute here of the first half. In 6th game today from Southport Fieldhouse. Kennedy blocked by Dowdy. Wyndham takes flight with his opposite hand, the right hand, got it to go. Back to a 15-point game. And then a blocking foul called against Sean Arnold.
That's a tough call right there. Arnold did a great job sliding over, and Davis was looking down, dribbling. That was a tough call.
Don Carlisle giving Rob Wan an earful on the sidelines, but Rob can take it.
I think Don was telling how great a job he was doing.
He might have been. We see Rob both doing high school games and even doing games for the Indiana Lions of the ABA. We'll have them tomorrow over at 4 o'clock on Comcast 81 from the historic Bostic Gym in downtown Danville. Take a look. Bang, bang play.
Don't see many collisions out in the middle like that, so that's a tough call.
Davis hits the first free throw and the second.
Davis is really the only one. He's got half the points, and he's done a great job kind of keeping Cathedral within striking distance.
You would assume the Giants will hold for one here. Kennedy draws an offensive assignment on Sharp. Sharp gets downhill, tries to create some space from Booker. Booker had it ripped away by Arnold. A last look for BD. Sharp for three. No. They're going to call the foul. I think they are. Hang on a second. I think there's free throws coming here. Yep, they're going to call the foul. Saw the hand go up. Sharp's going to get 3 free throws. Booker on the closeout. Made contact with Sheridan Sharp. And Sheridan Sharp will end the half by shooting 3. Take a look.
Oh, man, I tell you what. He did bump into him, but tough call.
They're going to put 0.2 of a second back on the clock, by the way. In other words, the teams be told, hey, get back to the free throw line. This is not the end of the half.
I think Coach Carlisle and Coach Delaney are telling the officials how great a job they're doing this last minute. I think they're just, like, they're really
It's amazing how your perspective has changed in 10 to 15 years.
True sportsmen.
My partner celebrating his 30th anniversary as a high school state championship winning coach is Jeffersonville Red Devils, winning back in '93, led by Sharon Wilkerson, Corey Norman, Billy Hanley, all them Bixlers he had on that team. Take another look in terms of the timing of this and the foul.
Oh, could have been maybe 0.8, 0.7,
Yep.
but
I do think the foul was the right call, by the way. I would agree with that. Timing a little different perhaps, but we have the benefit of replay. In college, they would have come over and checked the timing on something like that, but don't have that luxury in the high school level.
they can come up and see us if they want. We're up here, but we're up a few rows.
Sharp makes all 3, and the largest Ben Davis lead of the game is at halftime. 42-26, they lead against the defending state champs. Right now it's number 2, taking it to number 1. We'll take this 60-second break, and we'll come back for the halftime show here at Southport Fieldhouse. 42-26 is the score. Back in a moment on ISC.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello! Did it again. Hello! Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, fall, ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow.
This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
So 42-26 is our score at the break. It's the finale of the FORUM Tipoff Classic here on ISC and MyNDTV. Greg Rakestraw and the All-Star Game Director Mike Broad going to join us here for game number 6. And going back to this segment, you just kind of said, I didn't think it'd be 16. I don't think anybody did. We all thought that Ben Davis could hang with Cathedral or beat Cathedral, but not be this dominant in the first half.
No, Cathedral just has not played well together. They're not really in sync on either end, and they really miss guard. They're really struggling at the point.
No Tayshawn Comer, no Jackson Edwards. They are now playing at Eastern Kentucky and Murray State, respectively. The Southport High School dance team showing their Christmas spirit. We'll take this quick timeout. We'll come back and look back at first half highlights. 16-point lead for number 2 Ben Davis over number 1 Cathedral. Back in a moment on ISC and MyNDTV.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a 3rd season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com.
Are they doing a 3rd
You can
season
see
on that show?
episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half. Throw it up for Tillman.
Oh, my goodness. 122.60 for Penn.
What a swim! Six of them.
Quick look at our first half highlights as Cathedral trails Ben Davis by a score of 42-26. Obviously, KJ Wyndham, a big first half highlight. He had 15 in the first quarter, all from three-point range, 17 points in total. That dunk by Xavier Booker was his only points of the half. Jake Davis has led the way with 12 for the Irish. Zane Dowdy with 10. They all came in the first quarter as well. It took a while for the Ben Davis offense to get on track in the second quarter. They really had 4 points the first 6 minutes. They then found a way to score 13 over the final two. Coach Broughton, what do you expect to see differently in half number 2?
Well, I don't think Ben Davis is too concerned. They came back out to warm up. They played a really good first half. Sometimes as a coach, there's not much to say except can you do the same thing again the second half? Now, Cathedral goes in. They're going to have to regroup. But, you know, we watched Cathedral a couple times last year, and they played like that the first half. And then the second half, you don't even know it's the same team. So I would guess I have about a 90% certainty that Cathedral is going to make a run on them in the second half. Now, can they catch them? I don't know, but Ben Davis played awful well. Right now, they're the #1 team in the state at halftime.
I gave Coach a bit of a softball in the Marion trivia question to start the broadcast. The Wabash College trivia question might be a little harder for him. That comes your way next at halftime. Our score, 42 for Ben Davis, 26 for Cathedral. It is the finale of the FORUM Tipoff Classic. Back with our halftime show next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
At FORUM Credit Union, our small business professionals work with local companies to help them prosper. We know that running a small business is more than a full-time job, and our services give you the guidance and support your business needs. Visit forumcu.com to see how. At FORUM Credit Union, we help members plan for life's major milestones. Our team of wealth advisors work with members at every stage, from changing jobs and 401ks to creating wealth plans for future generations. Learn more at forumcu.com.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is
God, there you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler!
Whoa!
The drive, the take, fouled, and it goes!
Lobbing it to the back of the end zone. They're going to say it's a touchdown.
Left foot gets through. Goal for Vargas. Hamilton will score! As Ben Davis gets ready for half number 2, Cathedral will join them shortly. It is time now for our Wabash College trivia question. Now, Coach, this is current events, but he wasn't a player who, as a high school player, was of an Indiana All-Star level, but he was perhaps the best player in the history of Wabash College men's basketball. He graduated last year, helped lead them to the national semifinals. He recently signed a contract with the Greensboro Swarm of the G League. Would you like multiple choice for this?
Yeah, because I've read articles, but I can't remember the name. Let me see if I can get it.
Zach Urban, Joe Wright, Gary Harris, or Jack Davidson?
Jack Davidson.
Wisely picked by you. Option D.
I read about him.
He replaced Josh Estel as the all-time leading scorer last year in the history of Wabash College basketball. Wabash always fights, and Jack could play at Hamilton Southeastern, let alone at Wabash College. And Mike has successfully navigated both collegiate trivia questions.
2 for 2.
2 for 2. That's why, one of the many reasons he's the All-Star Game director. With that, we'll take this quick timeout. Third quarter action comes your way next. Cathedral trailing Ben Davis 42-26. It's the FORUM Tipoff Classic on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Hi, my name is Jason Werner of Werner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Werner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds remaining.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it.
That's the finish. You get a layup to take it. And an and one. Let's thank our fantastic ISC Sports Network crew, the courageous Alan Hughes, Vincent Morales, Rob Lynch, Mr. Roboto on graphics. Thank you to Dennis Glover and Jordan Shute. And for a couple of those guys, this has been a full day marathon. For some of us, just a doubleheader tonight. We appreciate all the work for the guys behind the scenes, and we appreciate you watching us on ISC TV, MyIndy TV. Earlier today on Comcast 81 and our pay-per-view subscribers at iscsportsnetwork.com. Butler on the layup, no. Dowdy on the putback, no. Rebound, Jerron Tibbs, and the Irish have 16 minutes to make up 16 points, so they'll suffer their first loss, well, since Ben Davis last February. That'll be a turnover against the Irish.
Good play by Sharp there. Again, they're trying to get the ball to Goff to set up their offense. Sharp wouldn't let him have it, dove on the floor, slapped the ball around, and Ben Davis gets it. Ben Davis got a good start there, getting those shots point blank. They just couldn't make it. I think this first 2 or 3 minutes is the most important part of this rest of this game because Cathedral's got to close. They got to close it down to 10.
It has almost been 10 months since this group lost a game. Obviously didn't play for 8 of those, but you get the point. Rattled off 7 straight wins to win their first 4A state champion for the Irish. Arnold misses. Booker the uncontested rebound. The night after losing to Ben Davis, Cathedral went to Louisville and beat Louisville Male. And that kind of started their roll. Tibbs, Booker, changed his mind in midair. Davis, no. Germany the crash. And Dowdy corrals another rebound.
You are not going to take the ball from Dowdy if he gets it. Not in high school.
Sharp will settle things down. So both teams scoreless in the opening 70 seconds. Wyndham off the handoff. Not that time, but Dowdy keeps it alive. Wyndham turns down the 3. Good selectivity here by Ben Davis. The luxury of having a 16-point lead. The luxury of not having to deal with the shot clock. Wyndham gets downhill. Only problem is Booker was there waiting on him. And now a look ahead for Tibbs, and Tibbs will lay it up and in. Jerron Tibbs with 8.
Cathedral showed more defense the first 2 minutes than they did the whole first half. Really good hustle on the defensive end to bother Ben Davis's shot. Cathedral's pushed Ben Davis out about 2 or 3 extra steps. Even Dowdy getting the ball right there. He's a little farther than he wants to be.
Couldn't finish that. Davis with the rebound, and Sean Arnold whistled for the foul.
If Cathedral decides to put their will on them, they can back them out a little bit farther, and all the shots have been a step or two out farther than they were in the first half. So, because I think coach has got Cathedral's attention.
Such a veteran group for Cathedral. In Germany, a new starter, a senior, Goff, a sophomore, but was a rotational piece last year. Tibbs the 3, that's a big shot. Tibbs with 11, and Don Carlisle goes timeout right now.
See, that's a good timeout. It's down to 11. He killed it, tried to kill the momentum.
Full timeout, we'll step aside. Quick 5 for the Irish, lead down to 11. The defending champs not going down without a fight. Back in a moment on ISC.
Wabash always fights. Our motto brings the spirit of competition to everything we do. In top-notch athletics, we have a championship pedigree that is unrivaled. Off the field, we boast outstanding theater, music, and choral programs, intense intramurals, gaming, and more. The Wabash experience doesn't end at the classroom. Whether you play to win or just for fun, this is the place to be. Come to Wabash. Play more.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me? Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name.
Wabash has the lead for the first time today.
Said that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Back to live action here at Southport Fieldhouse. Greg Rakestraw, Mike Broughton with you on the ISC Sports Network. Thank you to Kurt Darling, Jan Bozier, Rob Brown, Pete Smith. All handed calls of 2 games apiece today on ISC. North Davies over Beech Grove, Norwell over Franklin Central. Dowdy fouled by Booker. Foul on Xavier Booker. Zane Dowdy will shoot 2 to finish that thought. Crown Point defeated Southport, and Fishers handily over Bloomington North. And speaking of Kurt Darling, you know, he's got a lovely fiance. Go home and see Lily, Kurt. No, he's hanging out here. I think he's getting his ear talked off by, that might be Andy Graham of the Bloomington Herald Times, yapping to him.
I'm looking at that. He don't want to go home.
Nah. Come on, Kurt. Kurt's a hooper like the rest of us. Zane Dowdy gets the bucket. By the way, also the game preceded this one. You had Penn with a 20-point comeback to beat Zionsville. Cathedral trying to stage a 16-point comeback. 43-31. Dowdy takes the charge. Well played by Dowdy. Again, Goff's given up, 70 pounds in that equation? But Zane was set and took the charge.
If you don't like Zane as a basketball player, you don't know anything about it. He does all the stuff nobody else wants to do, and he does it pretty darn good. I really get a kick out of watching him play.
Starting 5 remains intact here for Ben Davis. Kennedy back in for Cathedral. Played some minutes in the first half, did not score. Meeks is in there for Booker currently. Immediately, Ben Davis tries to take advantage, and Ben Davis turns it over. Davis in the corner. Turns down the 3. Germany. Reverse layup, pretty. Sincere Germany.
Nice play by Germany and just a one-on-one move.
10-point game, coach, so 6 points have come off that lead at the midway point. And Meeks and Dowdy get connected, and Meeks goes for the foul. 3rd team foul of the half against the Irish, but Again, this is pretty good progress through 4 minutes here if you're Cathedral.
Meeks and Zane are pretty big bodies on the inside there. Pretty physical guys.
Davis with the read, rips it away, finds Tibbs. Tibbs draws contact from Butler. Bucket to go. Lead is sliced in half. Less than 4 minutes into the quarter.
Well, you know they were going to make a run, and now they've closed to 8. And Ben Davis is just not getting the shots that they were getting in the first half. And I think it's mainly not Ben Davis's offense as much as it is Cathedral's defense. They decided to put the lock and key down, and they've kind of done that to Ben Davis here.
Ben Davis has 1 point in the first 3:57 of the quarter. Tibbs is also getting on track. He's now got 11. Mark Zachary will check in for Ben Davis. Now Tibbs, I said 11. He's now got 14 after that and 1. Again, Tibbs 33 in the win against Centerville of Ohio.
That's a foolish foul by Ben Davis. Tibbs is in front of you. Just let him have the layup, or because you're not going to be able to keep him from getting it anyway.
So Sharp getting a respite, and Zachary will take over the point. LeBron Goff back in and guarding him as Sincere Germany gets a breather. Arnold for 3. Again, that's not normally his strong suit.
They got to get Butler a shot. Butler hit some shots in the first half. They got to get Butler some looks.
Davis, the contested 3 that does not go, and Dowdy tracks on another loose ball.
You know, Wyndham's not been able to get open since that first quarter. The 5 threes were enough, and they've really, Tibbs and really a bunch of them, Slaughter, have really guarded him.
Dowdy got fouled by Meeks before any moved the basket. And frankly, Meeks has 5 fouls to give in about 8 minutes of playing time. You're okay with that if you're Cathedral.
Yeah, and I think, again, Wyndham and Dowdy's got to get the ball. They're the 2 guys that can score. And then see if you can get Butler off a 3.
Butler stripped out of bounds to Ben Davis.
There's a kid that hadn't played very much, Canada, and he's in there. And last year he played a lot in some of those games we did, you and I did. And he's just now finding the court, so he's a very good player coming off the bench.
Still no field goals in the first 5 minutes for Ben Davis, but they had a similar spell in the second quarter, and they caught fire late. Dowdy, again, still a part of his game in development, but Arnold does what he does. The rebounds that Dowdy doesn't get, Arnold gets the rest of them. And Dowdy going to be called for steps. Kind of blew a tire as he was trying to.
He should have just kept going left. He had the lane left. He needs to use his left hand to finish, and he wanted to stop and head back into the traffic.
6th Ben Davis turnover. Ball poked away by Butler. Remain Cathedral basketball.
See, this is where Canada and Goff got to get out there and get the ball. Davis and Tibbs need to be the wings. They don't need to be handling the ball from the point and get them in scoring position. You got 2 little guards out there by Cathedral.
Tibbs. I think they're calling for the hook. Yep. Offensive foul. And his arm wrapped around Butler as he went by him.
That's 3 on him, so he's going to sit the last 2:33. They got Booker sitting, so they're down a couple guys right now.
Sincere Germany comes back in. Puts a lot more of the offensive pressure on Jake Davis for the closing stretch of this third quarter. Again, it was 16 at halftime. Cathedral's outscored him 9-1 since. Zachary airballs that one, but Arnold finds an open Wyndham. And just that quickly, Wyndham's got 20.
I don't know why you can't find Wyndham at all those guys that can shoot the ball.
Davis got going downhill. He got fouled on the floor. Never got a shot attempt. It'll be out of bounds to Cathedral. Mark White now going to check in for Ben Davis.
You know, Wyndham's hit all the shots standing just about. Cathedral surely can find somebody that can stand with him so he can't stand and shoot it. because he's just on tonight, and they got to cover him.
Arnold the rebound there. Arnold last night in the victory against Franklin Central. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals.
Well, they closed, and now that shot put them back down 10. So Cathedral's got a little trouble right now because, like you said, they got to find somebody that can score the ball. They got Germany and they got Davis, and then they got some young kids out there with them.
Davis will inbound the basketball. Goff on the drive. Just didn't give himself an angle to finish, but Meeks kept battling. Eventually Zachary out of there with it, and then he proceeds to lose it.
You know, Meeks and Zane Dowdy in there, they're kind of the same kind of guy.
Yep.
They just smash into each other, just constantly smashing, bumping into each other.
Kamari Slaughter now will come back in, and that is a valuable offensive weapon to have on the bench as LeBron Goff will check back out. So immediately Slaughter kind of becomes their second offensive option.
Yeah, he's a bad mismatch for Ben Davis because he's got so much strength in the upper body. They're going to put Sharp on him. Sharp kind of gets stuck with the guy, whoever the best player is out there on the perimeter.
Yeah, Sharp back in, and Zachary has a seat. Good hustle by White. Remain Cathedral ball. Well, Ben Davis has kind of answered this first onslaught from Cathedral. And Slaughter loses the handle. And then Wyndham, let's hope he's all right. Yeah, that was a tough turn. Just kind of got his ankle caught underneath of him. We're going to have an official's timeout. I hope that was scarier in how it looked than how it actually was in reality. Wyndham able to walk it off a little bit. 6 made threes for KJ. 20 points in total. 15 in the opening quarter. He's got the only bucket of this half for Ben Davis. He will go to the end of the bench. He is saying, hey, should I go to the locker room? Should I kind of go to the area and stretch off the corner?
He was going off, but they stopped him, told him to go back. So he's on the bench with the trainer now. But he was going to walk off, but.
Got my buddy Fred Long sitting next to him. Former IUPUI Jaguar. Drive by White, no, and basket interference. It was in the cylinder when Dowdy touched it. There's only a select few that can do that. And saying, I think it's the right call. Let's take a look. I thought it was on the rim. It's close.
It's close.
Close.
He may have done it. I don't know. It was really close. That's why I guess I wouldn't be a good official. I'd have just counted it because it was a good play.
Well, in the international game, you can do that. There's no call such as that.
You see a high school kid do that, it counts. Not many guys can do that. Let's count that.
Perhaps we should waive that off at this level. Fouling in Zachary, by the way, will be his first. Team 4. The score remains 46-36. Slaughter. Let him play through contact, couldn't finish. Sheridan Sharp goes up. Davis got some ball, but got some arm, and then Sharp had a bit of a rough landing. I think he's all right. Sheridan Sharp will shoot 2.
Let's just say this, the points are hard to get. When both teams are playing defense, the points are hard.
The windows close quickly, do they not?
They close, and they close fast.
Tonight's game presented by Marian University. Marian wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find what you're made of. Apply for free today at marian.edu. Sharp. He has now made all 6 of his points from the line. He is 6 of 7 in total. And Ben Davis has pushed that lead back to 12 as the Irish have been stuck on 36 for a while.
Booker hadn't been in the game in 6 minutes either.
Germany. Butler pulled the chair. So turnover committed by the Irish. And Butler did a little jawing at the end of that play. He's got to be careful about that.
I think this fourth quarter there might be a little jawing. I'm sensing a little here of hostility. We're getting older. I'm getting older, but hostility's in the air.
Sharp will pull and miss that one. Kennedy with the rebound. And Tibbs is sitting with 3 fouls. Davis fakes the handoff, goes to the bucket, and Zane Dowdy with a volleyball spike, and again, the emotions trying to run it high. And
see, that's where Booker was in the game, could pull Dowdy out. Then they can drive in and lay it in, but when Booker's on the bench, they don't have anybody to force Zane to come out of the lane, and he's like a human blocking machine in there. That's 4 or 5 blocks he's had in the game.
Cathedral will hold for 1. They will have the basketball as well to begin the fourth quarter. They had gotten the lead down to 7. It is now ballooned back up to 12.
Well, this is a guy that can take him off the dribble. Slaughter can take him off the dribble.
And he'll pull, and Zachary meets him at the high point. Then he is fouled. Dowdy got him clean up top. I think Sharp got him on the arm, and with 5/10 of a second left to go before the fourth quarter, Kamari Slaughter will shoot 2. So Slaughter to the free throw line. And gets the roll on the season. Kamari now 13 of 17 from the line.
You got Goff, you got Tibbs, and you got Booker all on the bench. So it'll be interesting how this fourth quarter goes.
Doesn't get the roll. Dowdy grabs the rebound. That's it. The lead is 11 for Ben Davis as number 2 tries to defeat number 1. It's a block party being thrown by Zane Dowdy. There's still at least 8 more minutes left to go on ISC and MyIndy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we provide smart ways to borrow money for life's planned and unplanned expenses. We also have fun, easy ways to save money. See how Forum can help you with your financial goals at forumcu.com. At Forum Credit Union, we know strong communities invest in education. That's why the Forum Foundation has given over $800,000 to local educators and students pursuing their collegiate dreams. Learn how Forum gives back at forumcu.com.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Sincere Germany, a bucket for Cathedral. Had a couple of them so far in this game. Irish had a good run going. Had it down to 43-36. Xavier Booker returns. Jerron Tibbs returns. 4 starters and Kamari Slaughter, the 5 on the floor.
See, I think this is Cathedral's best team, so if they make a run, it's with these guys. They're a hard match.
Tibbs nearly lost it. Germany, it's his favorite spot from 3 and couldn't get it to go in. Arnold, the rebound. Sharp leaks ahead. Sharp will finish. Sheridan Sharp with 8. And Wyndham's 20 leads Ben Davis.
Arnold and Sharp have done a great job on Tibbs and them. They have really been everywhere on them, done a great job. Arnold's he's tough defensively, really.
Sharp commits the foul, and that is the 6th team foul. That's going to be on Dowdy, my apologies, his first. Next foul will send Cathedral to the line. Already in the bonus is BD. Tibbs, the easy catch and shoot. He barely left the floor on that jump shot. He's got 17. Tibbs again leading the Irish in scoring on the year at 21 a game for the soon-to-be Purdue wide receiver.
See, Ben Davis has got to run their offense, but they also got to be aggressive. They really got to be aggressive. Look for those three-point shots. Get the shots inside on Dowdy like that. Arnold gets all the offensive rebounds.
Butler, the teardrop over Booker, but Arnold picks up all the loose chains. And Wyndham is all alone. Didn't go that time, and Slaughter finally ends the possession for the Irish.
See, Arnold and Dowdy are everywhere offensively.
And Davis all alone, and that's what normally happens when he has that level of space.
Now, with 6 to go, it's going to be a game because it's down to 7.
And we have an official's timeout, not a team timeout. That's for Wyndham. They're going to get him out of the game. Zachary comes in, and Wyndham dealing with that turned ankle from the third quarter, and now he's going to head either back to the locker room or just kind of off to the side to stretch that out. So again, not a team timeout, that's an official's timeout, as Wyndham came up a bit gimpy, as you see at the end of that play.
Well, since Wyndham's hit threes, now they got to rely on Butler to hit some threes, and Sharp's got to get him a basket or two.
Zachary has yet to score tonight, averages 5 points a game. Perhaps got away with the travel. Booker closed the door. Now a chance to make it a 2-score game. Something it has not been in some time. Slaughter trying to get downhill. Again, Dowdy is there, but either Dowdy or Zachary made contact, and Kamari Slaughter will shoot 2. The foul's going to go against Mark Zachary. So Slaughter was just 1 of 2 from the line at the end of the quarter. Tonight's game presented by Warner Financial, a firm that utilizes customized investment solutions to meet your financial goals. From investments and planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy, Warner Financial does it all. Call 317-735-9202 to learn more about how you can secure your financial future. So Slaughter leaving points at the line here, which you can still afford to do. Makes that one. He's now 2 of 4. And the lead down to 6. Closest it's been since halftime when it was a 16-point game.
Question for Ben Davis right now is who scores the ball? You got Wyndham out in the locker room. He stepped himself out. So who's going to step up and hit the shots here this deep in the game? They can't hold it for 5.5 minutes against the pressure of Cathedral.
White, foul. Foul against Cathedral. If it's on Tibbs, it's his 4th. It's going to be on Germany. So 1 plus the bonus coming up here for Mark White.
He was in a tough spot.
Yep.
White drove into 2 guys. He's lucky he got bailed out on the play.
White, a first half 3 for his only points. And connects. Good looking shot here. Again, he will be a star of next year's team as he is a junior. Only 6 of the top 9 for Ben Davis are seniors. But White made those look easy. 8-point game. Slaughter just powers his way in. Missed it and missed the tip in.
Well, he just knocked everybody down on that drive.
And Sharp, a little hitch in the giddy up behind the play. Butler. And Dowdy wanted no piece of that 18 feet out. Right idea, just Sharp put a little too much mustard on that. And threw the fastball when it wasn't necessary to Arnold. Unofficially the 8th Ben Davis turnover.
See, Sharp that time could have, he's real unselfish. He could have just stopped and shot that, and inside there he had the advantage. But he's looking to kick it, and that's good on most of the plays.
Booker wisely pulls that one down because it leads to a better look for Tibbs. He didn't finish it. Arnold had it, gets rid of it. Sharp. Dowdy!
What a pass by Sharp and Dowdy, and Booker didn't want no part of that.
But then Dowdy's going to get called for the technical foul.
Oh, I don't know about that now. What did he do? He held on the rim?
We will see. I don't know if he said something after the play. Again, there had been some talking at the end of the third quarter on a couple of BD defensive plays. Let's take a look.
Well, he didn't hang on the rim because he was flying.
He
gave him the slap on that. I think he was showing him how good his hairdo is.
I'm jealous of the hair. I'm not going to lie. But again, I think that stems from the talking back and forth at the end of the third quarter.
Well, if Booker would have blocked that, he'd had his arm broke because he was coming in hard. Zane's coming in flying there on that shot. So
now Davis, the rare miss at the free throw line, then he sticks the second one. Jake is now 6 of 7 from the line. That is a personal on Dowdy. It's just his second. And the lead is 9. I think Cathedral would have had the ball there anyway.
I think Booker, as one of the top players in the country, kind of has to wake up here this last 4.5 and make himself known in this game.
He's had just 2 points. White picks the pocket of Davis. White going for the attack. Booker changed the ball flight of that one. There's Dowdy on the rebound, and Ben Davis now will back it out.
Good play by Dowdy that time. He's in there tight with Booker. Decided to kick it out. Nice play.
Dowdy goes up. Couldn't finish over Booker, but foul is going to be called. And again, I don't think it's Booker. Yeah, it's Germany on the reach. Nope. Are they going to call Booker? I guess they are, yep, which is his fourth.
That was a really nice pass on the inside. I guess we didn't get that part of it, but Sharp was looking way off one direction and kicked it to Dowdy on the inside, and it gets to the free throw line.
Tonight's game presented in part by GXO Logistics. Unlock your potential with a career at GXO Logistics. Visit gxo.job/Indiana today.
There's your pass to the inside. Sharp's looking way away on that one. Dowdy was able to catch it. They're up 11, 3:50 to go. They withstood the hits.
Now Dowdy makes both free throws. First time he's done that tonight. He's got 15. Slaughter, tough move and got it to go. Kamari Slaughter with 8.
He just ran over Sharp that time. Too strong for Sharp.
Zachary, or Butler rather, flying down the floor, poked away. Nobody ever stopped the ball, and so Butler just kept going.
Well, Ben Davis has put the will on Cathedral, held them to 47, 3 to go. They're averaging 81. They're not going to get to 81 today.
And their lowest scoring game was the victory against Centerville last week. They put up 64 in the winning effort. Dowdy, knowing that Booker's got 4, went right after him. That's going to be a timeout. It's not a foul. That's a timeout taken by Ben Davis. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. This 30-second timeout presented by WGU Indiana. WGU Indiana is the state's fully accredited online university, offering more than 60 bachelor's and master's degrees in business, teaching, nursing, and IT. WGU Indiana exists to create pathways to opportunity for Hoosiers with its flexible model designed to meet you where you are in life at the fraction of the cost of a traditional four-year university. Visit WGU.edu to start your journey towards degree completion. WGU Indiana, the University of You.
You know, the officials have done a great job in this game. They really have. This has been a tough game to call.
You see Rob Wan on the screen. And two teams that know each other very well. This is the third time they have played in this calendar year. If they were to meet again, it would be in the semi-state round of the tournament. Again, this year the regional is a one-game regional. And then the semi-state pairings of the 4 regional winners in each half of the bracket in all 4 classes will then be drawn the day after the regional is played.
So now the question for Ben Davis is, what's a good shot? That's not.
Tibbs, the steal. Tibbs couldn't get the putback to go, and Ben Davis comes out of there with it, but then Butler traveled. So a gift given back after back-to-back turnovers by Ben Davis.
See, Ben Davis can't be afraid to win. they've got to still attack down there, because if they back up, Cathedral's going to take it from them.
White takes it away from Davis.
Boy, White's done a great job coming into the game. A couple steals, 2 free throws. He's doing a great job guarding, coming off the bench, and really saving the day when Wyndham's been out.
15 Cathedral turnovers. Again, that's been their bugaboo so far. That is the absence of Tayshawn Comer.
Butler's a good shooter. You don't want to foul him.
And Butler's doing just enough to avoid that 5-second call, as Germany is chasing him, well, all over Perry Township right now.
Sharp's quicker than Slaughter. He can get where he wants to get, and man, what a pass.
There's your shot right there. A thing of beauty. Slaughter all the way down. Dowdy blocks it again.
Dowdy's just a beast. He is a beast out there. He has just done so much. I'd like to see his stat line today, because it's been incredible. It's under 210.
11-point lead. 2 minutes and change left to go. It looks like for the first time since these two teams played in the last regular season, it's going to go down as an L for the Irish. They're going to have to start giving fouls here soon.
Well, you know, Ben Davis isn't the greatest free throw shooting team, so I'd start fouling here pretty quick, I think.
What?
They got
turnover.
the steal.
Poked it away. And then Arnold gets it right back.
Arnold must have like 15 steals in the game. I mean, he's everywhere.
Arnold is fouled. Well, I think there is a general expectation that these two teams will see each other again. There's a lot of ground to cover between now and then. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Aaron Pittman and Virtual Announcer. Make your game day experience the absolute best by hiring Aaron. And if he can't be there, he'll be your virtual announcer. And that's for any sport, not just hoops. Find out more on just how affordable it can be at Virtual Announce on social or by calling Aaron at 317-800-0612.
Oh, Zane Dowdy, he's old school player. He's old. He gets blocks and dives, and he's just everywhere.
That first free throw for Arnold was his first point of the game, but he certainly had an impact regardless of that. A lot of fans starting to make their way to the exits here at the old field house. Davis in the corner, lines it up, couldn't knock it down. Fight for the loose ball. Tibbs will track it down. Tibbs got fouled by Dowdy. And Jerron Tibbs will shoot 2.
You know, except for Tibbs and Davis, the rest of them just haven't played as hard as Ben Davis. Ben Davis has come off the bench and played so hard.
And Dowdy, the Energizer Bunny for this Ben Davis squad tonight. The dunk, the block on both ends, and now a free throw comes up missing for Jerron Tibbs.
You know, if you're playing on this Ben Davis team, as hard as Zane plays, Dowdy plays, if you don't play hard, you get exposed because it really looks bad. So it seems like he just uplifts the whole bunch of them to play at the pace. It'll be fun to watch them play again down the line and see if they can play this hard.
And you see KJ Wyndham, that ankle is iced up, and hopefully that's not a long-term injury for Ben Davis. Ben Davis going to play Warren next Friday night. The next time we will see Ben Davis, and now a technical has been given to Jake Davis of Cathedral. So it'll be 2 free throws, and then 2 more free throws, and then the ball back to Ben Davis.
That's probably not good for Cathedral right now in this time of the game. It's still 11. The way Cathedral plays, they could still make a run.
So the personal foul will be shot first. Sheridan Sharp will have that.
Sheridan was talking to his team about keeping their composure. And I think it'd be a good thing the last minute and 15 seconds if everybody kept their composure, because there's going to be another day they could possibly play. And I would say the odds are probably with that come Sim State time.
Next time that we will see Ben Davis will be a week from Wednesday when they play at Lawrence Central on December the 21st. And then the next time we will see Cathedral will be at Warren Central on December the 27th. So those are the 2 personal shots. They're going to have Dowdy shoot the 2 technical free throws. See how the big fella does with nobody around him. He's 3 of 5 from the line. Good looking form there. Got that one too.
They picked the right guy. I was a little surprised. I thought they might leave Sharp up there. He had made 6 out of 7 before that one, but he was a good choice too. Dowdy with 19 points and probably 15 rebounds and 5 or 6 blocks and just an all-around fantastic game. And Ben Davis 14 points ahead. I wouldn't have dreamed it. I would not have dreamed it tonight.
It'll be a game of keep away. We'll see if Cathedral elects to foul in a 14-point game with 60 seconds left to go. Touched last by Sincere Germany. Now Sharp comes up a bit gimpy, and they're going to go ahead and pull him at this juncture. So the backup backcourt in Zachary and White in the game, but you got Butler out there as well, so 3 guys that can handle the rock. You're Ben Davis. And they're going to get Butler for carrying the basketball. I think nerves a bit frayed by everybody at this point of the game.
You and I are doing good.
Germany for 3. That does not go. Arnold had it poked away by Kennedy, and then Arnold with the foul. We'll go back to the other end. So Ben Davis will bump up 1 spot to number 1 when the polls come out tomorrow night. I don't think Cathedral will drop all that far. And again, the coaches poll tomorrow night, AP poll will come out Tuesday afternoon.
Probably Ben Davis 1, maybe Penn 2.
You would think, given how they won here tonight, yeah.
And then
Brownsburg won again tonight too.
And they held Pike to 29, which was a big surprise. But so maybe Ben Davis goes to 3 or 4. But Cathedral goes to 3 or 4. They're not going to go down very far. But the craziest part about this game is Cathedral has 50 with 35 seconds to go. 50.
Well, that speaks to how Ben Davis played tonight. Cathedral not electing to foul at this juncture. I certainly understand and tend to agree with that, as Ben Davis is playing keep away. Butler can go to the backcourt to get it. Kennedy knocked it away from him. And Zachary will simply put it on his hip. No need for any further activity. Ben Davis, the better team tonight. We'll take this quick timeout. Post-game show comes your way next. Zane Dowdy, a big part of the reason for this Ben Davis victory. It's the FORUM Tipoff Classic on the ISC Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
At FORUM Credit Union, we make it easy to focus on what matters most, removing unneeded stress and worry. From making secure mobile payments to earning cash back on everyday purchases, we've got you covered. See more at forumcu.com. At FORUM Credit Union, we know it's not always easy to manage your finances. That's why we post quick tip videos and infographics every month to help you with all of life's big and small financial decisions. Follow us today and access free resources at forumcu.com.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. Oh! That's the finish.
taken. And an and one. McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
There'll be a new number 1 in the state of Indiana when it comes to boys basketball. Ben Davis led Cathedral virtually the entire way. Irish got back within about 5 or 6 in the fourth quarter, but can never get over the hump. Ben Davis, they stay undefeated. They get the win by a score of 62-50. Tonight's game presented in part by Indiana State University, graduating outstanding Sycamores since 1865. Real risk takers, real achievers, and real game changers wear blue. Find out more at indstate.edu. Greg Rakestraw, Mike Broughton with you. Coach, your thoughts on how Ben Davis got the job done tonight?
Coach Carlisle had him a little more ready to play than what Cathedral was, and then you got great shooting by Wyndham in the first half. Sharp had 10 or 12 assists, very unselfish, and then Zane Dowdy was the difference. He just played harder than everybody else.
We'll take this quick timeout. When we come back, we'll walk you through the scoring for tonight's finale with Ben Davis beating Cathedral 62-50. More post-game show comes your way next on ISC and MyIndy.TV.
Hi, my name is Jason Werner of Werner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Werner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Some say you have to choose between reaching for Mars or harnessing more energy from a star. Going faster than the speed of sound versus bringing clean water from out of the ground. We say, why not both? The choice then is Marian University's Whitaker School of Engineering. Discover success with purpose. Learn more at marian.edu/engineering.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello! Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Wrapping up, just over 10 hours of hoops today on the ISC Sports Network from the FORUM Tipoff Classic. Thanks for joining us for these last two games on MyIndy.TV 23. Tonight's game presented in part by FORUM Credit Union, helping people live their financial dreams for over 80 years with innovative products and services. Visit online, forumcu.com. By Franciscan Sports Medicine, visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information. By GXO Logistics, we engineer faster, smarter, leaner supply chains. Learn more at gxo.com. By Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually prove that real game changers wear blue. By Marian University. Come to Marian, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. By Wabash College. Visit Wabash College today at wabash.edu. By Werner Financial. From investments and planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy, Werner Financial does it all. And by WGU Indiana. WGU, the University of You. Scoring tonight for Ben Davis, KJ Wyndham 20, Zane Dowdy 19, 9 for Sheridan Sharp, 8 for Clay Butler, 5 for Mark White, 1 for Sean Arnold. Jesse Ferris, Mark Zachary both played but did not score. Jerron Tibbs 18, 16 for Jake Davis, 8 for Kamari Slaughter, 6 for Sincere Germany. Here's the story. Xavier Booker, 2 points tonight for Cathedral. Derek Kennedy, LeBron Goff, and Zach Meeks all played, but did not score. We'll take this quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll get Mike's final thoughts, not just on this game, but the day in total from Southport Fieldhouse. Number 2, Ben Davis, 62. Number 1, Cathedral, 50. We'll wrap it up next on ISC and My Indy TV.
Some say you have to choose between reaching for Mars or harnessing more energy from a star. Going faster than the speed of sound versus bringing clean water from out of the ground. We say, why not both? The choice then is Marian University's Whitaker School of Engineering. Discover success with purpose. Learn more at marian.edu/engineering.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Zane Dowdy, again, a big part of the story. The head-to-head match with Xavier Booker. He won that and then some. 19 points again. Rebounds, blocks. He may have been approaching triple-double category by the end of this one. Most importantly, his team won 62-50. Mike Broughton, your final thoughts on this game and the day at large here at Southport.
There's some great basketball. I think a little better than normal, to be honest with you. You got to thank Southport for having everybody show up, and all the help they have is great. And there's a couple surprises, but for the most part, these last 2 games, Penn, they really showed their skill. They're in the running for state championship, and then this game at the end, these guys really play.
The 2 teams that are likely 1 and 2 in the state as of tomorrow night are the teams that won these last 2 games. Penn over Zionsville, and again, Ben Davis getting past Cathedral. Our crew, fantastic. Thank you, Alan Hughes, Rob Lynch, Vince Morales, Dennis Glover, and Jordan Shute. Thank you, Brian Murphy, the wonderful staff from Southport Fieldhouse. We'll be back here for the Marion County Boys semifinals about a month from now. Our next broadcast on My Indy TV comes your way on Friday night. Pike and Lawrence Central. It's a girl-boy doubleheader. The boys game will be our featured game coming up on Friday. Good night from now from Southport, and thanks for joining us at the FORUM Tipoff Classic here on ISC.
Hi, my name is Jason Werner of Werner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide